My last video of the day is 2 food ideas. The first of them is using up the leftover roast vegetables. Like I mentioned before, the potato. Okay, and potato, guys, is so easy to make. Using up the leftover vegetables. Especially if you've got the leftover roast vegetables from the Sunday night roast dinner. And there are so many things you can do with the leftover vegetables, like a vegetable casserole, okay, vegetable soup, and things like that. But potato, guys, is what I'm focusing on tonight. Now, a potato, okay, is sort of like a squarish dish, okay, and you make it with eggs, bacon, whatever, and some mixed vegetables. And then you sprinkle some cheese over the top and then bake it until the cheese is melted and you can grill it. Vegetables are so versatile, guys, and you can do almost anything with them. Now, have you ever had bubble and squeak? You can make that with leftover veggies too. And vegetables, guys, they're too good to waste, so why not? Get out the leftover roast vegetables tomorrow and make something delicious out of them, like bubble and squeak, and maybe some potato like I'm just mentioned, or turn it into a pie or a lasagna, but a lasagna would take a bit long to cook, I think, so make up something easy like a vegetarian omelette using eggs, okay? And then an omelette, guys. You can make an omelette using the leftover veggies too. Veggies are too good to waste, guys. Why throw them in the bin when they're full of fiber and nutrition and vitamins and vitamin C? Okay, vegetables are so healthy. We need to have 5 serves of veggies a day. And veggies you can make vegetable patties, vegetable pancakes, vegetable fritters. You can even use vegetables in a cake. Well, a particular vegetable that is used in a recipe, and that is carrot cake. Now, there are lots of things you can do with a carrot. Grate up some carrots and make a carrot cake. And make a carrot juice. Make a vegetable juice. Use up some more vegetables. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. And what about using up the mashed potato? I mentioned before about making potato cakes and potato fritters. There are so many things you can do with leftover mashed potato, guys. Okay, you can't make potato chips, I'm sorry, but you can use the leftover mashed potato for a shepherd's pie. It will save you peeling and mashing potatoes. So vegetables. This is what this segment is all about. And before I do wrap up this segment, why don't you make a vegetable loaf using up the leftover veggies? Look up a recipe that requires cooked leftover veggies. You can even use it in a shepherd's pie. Okay, but a veggie loaf, guys, sounds just right for using up the leftover veggies, especially the roasted veggies. So, and another recipe I'd like to give to you too, I will give you that recipe tomorrow. It's egg and Vegemite soldiers. So I will give you that recipe tomorrow. Now it is time for my closing message and wrap up. To close my Tuesday videos, I would like to encourage you all to be there for one another. I have said this in many of my videos since this lockdown began. Okay, we are all in this together. If you feel low or down or out, please email someone or talk to them in person. There is nothing wrong with that. And write your friends a letter as well. Please do that. Don't just sit there at home thinking that you've got no one to talk to, because that is absolute nonsense. And don't think there is nothing for you to do whilst you're at home, because there is. Because during this coronavirus, guys, you've got to keep your mind occupied and try not to be depressed. I know it is a very difficult time, but please, like I've been saying, be there for one another, support one another, and show each other that you can. This is very important. And the most important thing, guys, wash your hands and disinfect everything. This kills all the germs. And remember, no hugging or kissing or shaking hands. Keep 1.5 meters away and do not flout the rules, because if you do, you will get a $1,000 fine. And if you travel anywhere when you haven't got a valid reason, you will get $1,100 fine in the mail. And I am sure that you do not want that fine in the mailbox, or have your picture splashed on the newspapers or on the news. No thanks. So this is where I'd like to end the day by saying, please guys, be patient, be vigilant. We know it's hard, but please don't stamp your feet and rant and rave. Talk to someone if you need to. If you're feeling low, please do that. Write down some points. But don't keep anything inside you, because you're not doing yourself any favours whatsoever. And on that note, guys, it is time for me to say good night to you all now. I'm off to enjoy some patata. Thanks for joining me today on the show, and I will look forward to your company again tomorrow. Until then, this is Barry Fair and the entire team at Oceana House wishing you a very good night. And take care of one another. And the number to call Lifeline is 131114. Get a pen and write that number down. It is 131114. And from me now, this is Barry Fair wishing you a very good evening. The time now is 5 minutes past 6. And that's the day. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to your company tomorrow. Have a good evening and a good sleep. Good night, everybody. And I look forward to your company tomorrow. Good night.